Hey everyone, welcome back to English per te, the right place to improve your English. So guys, this is part 3 of our 5-part business English series where I'm teaching you 25 phrases that we use in the business world in English. So if you haven't seen the first 2 videos, I'll leave a link in the description below. Go and check those out before you watch this video. And just a reminder that you can activate the subtitles so that you can also read in English. And if you need also, you can slow down my voice using the options. All right? So, are you guys ready? Let's get started. For those of you who are new to the channel, my name is Ethan, and the goal of this channel is to help Italians improve and feel more comfortable with the English language. So if that's something that interests you, then please remember to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share this video with other people who want to improve their English also, so that we can grow all together. Alright, so we're starting with phrase number 11 in our 5-part series. So, phrase number 11 is ahead of the pack. So, ahead of the pack simply means to be more successful than the competition. Depending on what sector you work in, you could work in the health sector or the restaurant sector. So to be ahead of the pack or to stay ahead of the pack means to be better than the competition. So let me give you a few examples for the context. If we want to stay ahead of the pack, we'll need to increase our marketing budget by 20% next year. Alright, so here we see that if we want to be ahead of the competition, if we want to be more successful than our competition, then we need to increase our marketing budget. So this is a great example, and it's so useful in talking with business people in business English. All right, let's give you one more example. Our annual sales has decreased by 20%. We need to get ahead of the pack. What can we do differently? All right, so here we see that we are falling behind. Our production is lower, and so we want to change something. We need some creativity, some new ideas to get ahead of the competition or to get ahead of the pack. All right, let's move to number 12 of our Business English series. So, number 12 is back to square one. And this simply means that you have tried something and failed, and now you are at the beginning again. So let me give you an example. To make the new software finally work, we have to go back to square one. So here we see that we have tried many different ways to get this new software to work, but for whatever reason we have failed. So basically here, by saying we need to go back to square one, it means we simply need to start over. We need to start at the beginning and figure out a way to make this work. Let me give you one more example. I stopped studying English for 2 years and I forgot almost everything. Now I'm back to square one. So here we see the context is that we stopped doing something for a long time, and basically now we have to start from the beginning. Alright, so we all know this feeling. Maybe if you go to the gym and you stopped working out for 1 year, when you started again, you were back to square one. Alright, so let's move on to our next phrase. Alright, number 13 of our series is ballpark figure. And this is a really, really great one. It's very common in American English, especially in business. And basically what it means is an estimate of how much something will cost. All right, so let me give you an example. So let's imagine that you have your own clothing store and you want to buy 50 t-shirts from a manufacturer, but you don't know how much it costs. You can ask something like this. Could you give me a ballpark figure on how much 50 t-shirts would cost? So we're asking for an estimate. We are not asking for an exact figure, but a ballpark figure just means, can you give me the range? For example, maybe from 100 to 200 or 500 to 600. All right, so it's just an estimate. It's a really great phrase. And one more example for you. The cost for installation changes depending on the region, but a good ballpark figure would be between 1,000 and 2,000 euros. So here we see that the businessman didn't give an exact amount. He said between 1 and 2,000 euros. And this is what we call a ballpark figure. It's an estimate. All right? So let's move on to number 14 of our series. Number 14, buy the books. All right? So I'm not talking about books that you read here, but buy the books simply means that someone, a company or an organization does everything according to the rules or the law, okay? So they are not operating outside of the rules, but they're very specific about doing things the right way. So, for example, if you want to have a successful business for the long term, it's best to do things by the books. So here, the context is simple. We are saying if you want to have success in business, it's better to do things by the rules or to follow the laws of your country or your state, all right? To avoid any problems. Let me give you one more example. Many companies have failed over the years because they simply didn't do things by the books. All right, and this is pretty self-explanatory. I just explained it, but it simply means they didn't follow the rules and they didn't do what they should have done, and now they failed. Here we are already at number 15, our last phrase for today. Just a reminder, if you haven't seen the first two videos I did, please go to the description below and watch part 1 and part 2. So let's get ready for number 15, and it is this: to corner the market. So what does it mean to corner the market? Well, it's very simple. It simply means to dominate the market. All right, so let me give you a quick example. Amazon has really cornered the online retail market. All right, so here we know that Amazon is the #1 dominant online market retail company, and they have the biggest percentage of the market share in this field. So that means they have cornered the market. Another example could be Tesla has really cornered the electric vehicle market. Again, this means that they are dominating this sector. All right, so cornering the market is simply dominating a particular sector of the market. All right, so those were the 5 phrases today of part 3. As always, let me know in the comment section which phrases were your favorite, and did you learn something new? Give me some examples, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, share it with some other people, and guys, we'll see you for part 4 very soon. Take care.